Hello, it's Larry Clark with Tyler Arcari again from Excelsior Music Publishing, and we're here for another episode of Feed the Birds. Today we're talking about selecting quality music for your ensembles. And it's very important that you think in terms of the music that you play being your curriculum. If you pick a good curriculum, then it's only going to make your students much more successful.
I think it's also important to decide before you start looking what you consider to be quality literature. That way when you do go on your search, you'll have a better idea of how to kind of consolidate that into the best possible choice.
I think it's important also to think in terms of picking music that you think is quality and determining what that is based on some set criteria. We're not going to sit here and tell you what is a good quality piece or not, but there's certain things and certain aspects of each piece of quality that you need to look for. Number one, does the composer have the craft to write well for the instruments, especially if you're talking about pieces for a lower grade level? Can they write artistically within the framework of limited instrumentation, limited technical abilities and things like that as well? So I think that's important.
On top of that, when you are taking into account what student performers are able to do at any given level, a lot of times the recordings you're going to get are played by professional musicians.
Right.
And so it's also real good. It's also real good to take a look at the score and make sure that what you're hearing is making sense with what you're seeing
on the page,
and
yeah.
also, can my students do that? And if not, is it worthwhile of a challenge to work towards that?
Well, it's also important that you trust your own musical judgment. And if you don't trust your own musical judgment, then ask other teachers that you respect. And if there's teachers out there in your area that you think are really great band directors or orchestra directors or choir directors, that you go to them and ask them, what do you think are the standard types of pieces that I should be looking at? Or what are the new composers that I should be looking at in order to determine the types of music that we want to select for our ensemble? So I think that's it for another episode of Feed the Birds. We'll be back with you again later.